Hello everyone, my name is John. Thanks for joining me today on Stubble Meets Steel. This one's for Chuck. Chuck, he had a great idea of comparing the new Yaqi adjustable slope slant razor to the Parker variant open comb. He liked that idea of mine, so I figured, you know what, let's run with it, Chuck. So I felt this was a good comparison. This is what's called a slant razor, you know, the blade's on an angle, and so that's known for being more efficient and maybe a little more aggressive, as well as so is the open comb. This is the Parker variant adjustable, so I figured this was a good comparison because they were both adjustable, and for me, on the setting 3, they're very, very comparable. Yaqi does have the blade gap measurements for 1, 2, 3, and so on as far as on their site. I'll post that up. As far as I know, Parker doesn't publish that on the open comb variant. You know, if you're familiar, this is very Merkur Progress-like, but this is the open comb one. They don't have lather channels on the bottom of the open comb one, but I find that it's a great shaving razor, and I haven't used it in a while, so I'm kind of excited to see how this winds up. So I've got Gillette 7 o'clock sharp edge yellows in there for the blades. That's what I've used in the Yaqi, so I didn't want to get all crazy and use a different blade that I wasn't familiar with in that razor. I figured I'll just run with that. For soap, this is their old container, but this is Elgin. This is grapefruit, tallow-based soap. Awesome grapefruit smell to it. Good any time of year, just a nice citrusy smell. Good clean soap. I like this one. Get a little more wet. For brush today, I'm using the AP Shave Co. My dad helped me make this on his lathe, the wood handle, and then I just put the AP Shave Co. This is their fan knot. I'm not 100% thrilled with this knot. I might try to see if I can set it a little bit deeper and see if that changes it. It's a fan style knot, and I've also never used AP Shave Co., so just a little bit different than I'm used to. All right, that should be loaded up pretty good. Don't need those on. So if you want more information on the Yaqi slope razor or the Parker open comb variant, I've got separate videos on both of those, so I'm not going to go into tons of details on this particular shave. This is more kind of just a shave battle head to head, what I think of using both of them at the same time. I find, boy, you can shave with the razor for day in, day out. Think you know it, shave with a different razor, get some opinions on it, how they compare, and then you compare them side by side and actually do a shave off with them. It's a lot different than you think sometimes, at least my experience. Shouldn't say a lot different, but sometimes it's just different than how you thought it was going to go, simply put. Lather's popping real nice. Didn't even add much water to it yet. And then the other thing I'm not sure on this brush is tried finish that both my dad and I have never used. I did some research and guys said that anything polyurethane was going to be the most durable for water and soap resistance, and this particular product was available at a hobby shop, and it's considered both water and chemical resistant. So I said, that sounds pretty good. It's very easy to use, but I just don't know if there's soap scum on there or if the finish is degrading already. So that's my apprehension with it. All right, I haven't used the open comb in a while, so let's start off with the open comb. Feels very nice. All right. Very smooth, tiny bit of blade feel, but very manageable. This side I'm gonna go into the Yaqi, also on the 3. Very smooth. Great first pass. I won't check for efficiency now. I usually do that later in the shave at the end. I find it's too hard to judge right now. That said, maybe there's a little bit more on the Yaqi side versus the open comb, but that doesn't mean much just yet. Shave wise, I'd say that the Yaqi was a little bit smoother, a little bit less blade feel on the setting 3 on both razors. Got a little bit more water in there. All right. And just for the bottom part of my neck, I'm going to keep it on the 3, but then I'm going to crank these bad boys up. Okay. Yaqi side, still on the 3. Definitely smoother. The Yaqi side, less blade feel. Seems like I want to just slide over the face a little bit easier. All right, get a little more lather here. Do the across the grain. That was basically with and against on the neckline there. I was talking with the buddy, and he said that he doesn't go against the grain with aggressive razors. He does 2 passes with the grain, so I'm gonna try that in another video, see if that works for me. I always go against the grain, but maybe I should try it. All right, let's go across. You know what? Let's make it fun. Let's crank these up to a 4. Okay, definitely got a little more blade feel, but still manageable. Got a little weeper on my Adam's apple there. I got a little overzealous with the open comb and was going to a little bit too fast. Caught it a little bit. It's okay. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Sometimes. All right. Great pass on the 4. Apples to apples. Let's go to a 4. I've mentioned this in some other videos. I swear some of these adjustables seem like they get smoother when you go on the higher settings, whereas on the lower settings, they seem a little rougher. Maybe because the blade just slices through the hair quicker and easier with a more efficient gap. I don't know. But I swear this feels smoother on the 4 than it did on the 3. That was a nice pass. Pull some of that soap out of the brush there. All right, let's jump right back to the open comb side. You know what? I'm feeling adventurous today. I've never tried this on a 5. Let's see what a 5 feels like. Very manageable on the 5. I don't have any problems there at all. Again, I know it sounds crazy, but it even feels smoother on the higher setting. I will crank it down to go into the mustache area there. Let's try, oh, we're going the wrong way. That was the Megadeth setting. We don't want that. Let's try a 2. Felt great. Very easy to work with. It's the beauty of the adjustable. You can do whatever you want with it. Go to the under the mustache. Crank it way down if you'd like. All right, let's go to a 5. I've never tried the 5 on this Yaqi. Maybe I did the other day, now that I say that, I don't remember. Feels like it's more efficient just because it feels like there's not any hair right there. Whereas on the Parker side, definitely got a lot more feedback. This Elgin soap's a fantastic one. If you love grapefruit, it's spot on. Fantastic scent. Simple, classic, can't go wrong if you like grapefruit. I like a lot of Elgin's scents because she makes a lot of just simple, easy scents. Not over the top. I don't have to Google what half of the ingredients smells would be like. She makes a couple of just simple scented ones, which I enjoy. All right, let's give it spray down and see where we're at. Some guy was all up in arms. Apparently this is a squirt bottle, not a mistered bottle. How dare I call it the wrong thing. Call it whatever the heck you want, pal. To me, it's a mister bottle. And if that's the biggest problem of the day, it's going to be a good day. All right, so how do we compare these two? I'd say they're pretty even, really. They both need pickup here. I would say maybe there's slightly less-ish pickup on the Parker open comb side, but I mean, we're talking, they both need pickup here. It's just, it feels like maybe this is a little bit closer than this, but I still need to do pickup on either one. Everywhere else is the same. I need to do some pickup right here, but on both sides, under the mustache, everywhere else feels really similar. So that said, without keeping everybody waiting for me to do a witch hazel and aftershave balm, which one do I like better? Which one would I suggest? Boy, that's a toss-up, gentlemen. You know, they say that the open combs really shine when you have more pronounced hair growth, 3, 4, 5 days or plus. The hair can go in between the open comb and grab right into the blade. And they say that it also rinses out easier when there's lots of hair with an open comb. So allegedly, that's where the open comb shines. I say allegedly because I don't go that long in between shaving and I've never experienced it myself firsthand. You know, you're talking a big money difference. So that's also a huge factor to consider. The Parker open comb variant, $60. This is $150, but this is 100% 316L stainless, the whole entire assembly, other than maybe the spring inside there. Where, you know, this is basically, I think it's brass, and then maybe the head might be Zamac coated, but, you know, you're talking plated metal regardless of what it is. Is this going to last 2, 3, 4 years and not be peeling on it, you know, if you use it daily? That I can't say. I take really good care of my razors. I don't have a humid climate. I always wash, rinse, and dry all my razors before I put them away. So, you know, that said, I get a high mileage out of all my razors, but, you know, you're talking a huge price difference. You can literally almost buy 3 of these, you know, for the price of this. You can buy 2 of these for $120 and still have $30 left over for blades and soap. So, you know, it depends on how you want to look at it. Heirloom razor that'll pretty much last forever. Something that's awesome and you can be replaced easily if it does wear out. It's got a longer handle on it. The knurling and grip on the Parker is a little bit more pronounced, a little bit easier to hold on to. Both of them don't have painted in numbers. I would like to do that on both of them as far as ease of readability. They both don't have click detents. They're both just smooth setting. This goes to a 5+ and you can keep turning it around. This you can go to technically to a 7. So aggressiveness wise, I think this can technically go a little bit higher. So, you know, it all depends on what you're looking for. If you like a longer handle or a shorter handle, you know, this is definitely more of, I think, a 4 1/4 or definitely over 4 inches, whereas this is definitely much shorter. I want to say, if I remember right, overall a complete length on this is only 88 millimeters, where this is at least 4 inches for sure. So it just depends on what you're looking for in a razor. But you know, if I had to pick, simply put, you're gonna hold me to it, I would pick the Yaqi. I feel that it's smoother and a little bit easier to work with. I personally like a little bit less blade feel, so if you want a little more blade feel, I would say that's why I personally give it to the Yaqi. I like a little bit of less blade feel. If you like a little bit more blade feel, you know, there's definitely a little bit more with this, but you know, hey, it's adjustable. Crank it down if you want. On lower settings, you know, on the 2, this is fantastic on the under the mustache pass. Really can't go wrong with either one, gentlemen. Just depends on what your budget is. I really enjoyed both. Thanks for joining me today. And let me know if you have tried either one of these and which you pick. And stay tuned. I got a couple more videos coming soon. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you soon.